Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will have the ball first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams?
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
As a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? Third down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
The Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Washington. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Oh, what a move. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires to the right. Trying to barrel in. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's 1st and goal from the 5. And the Terrapins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving. Touchdown, Terrapins! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So North Texas offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. North Texas will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? From the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. It's a seam wide up, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Maryland!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. That might be overdoing it, keeping it away from the return man as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. North Texas in the hurry up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got it inside the 30 before he's finally pulled down at the 25. It's a gain of 6.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's caught. It's Turner. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. He'll pull it on the read. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Quick release on the RPO. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, a lot of space. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After getting stuck, what did they have for an answer here on 3rd and goal from the 2? Back to throw, it's Washington. Looking to the end zone. And it's intercepted in the end zone. No, he's out of bounds. Oh, so close to stopping the drive with a turnover in the end zone. This is a really big play for both teams. Touchdown, Terrapins! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. And I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal, they're going to power it in. Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Georgia is just getting the backside of those silver britches kicked today. This is the kind of game diehards of other SEC programs have been waiting for. They're trailing by 14 to Miami. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. North Texas in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Still on his feet at the 35. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Makes the grab outside. It's Frederick. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. North Texas comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The mean green after that last run. Why not go back to the well? Looking to throw on first down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
He's got it on the move. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. From the gun on third down. It's complete to the left. Can't quite. Playing to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. After another clutch third down conversion, it's first and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Texas.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Maryland has the ball back in the Terrapin offense, ready to go. Dropping back, it's Washington. Swings it out to the flat. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mean Green.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they... on that play.
Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Got his man. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Uncorks it. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Runs through a tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Frederick. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Frederick. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. North Texas can dig into that playbook on 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Give him 6. Touchdown, North Texas.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. On the run, still looking. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
This time he's got his man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Gets the back moving. Back to throw. It's Washington. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Maryland! Once he got some room, it was over.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The give from the gun. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in College Park. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the shell.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Terrapins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they've just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And last week was great for this young man, but man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level, just working the whole field.
And that's a live ball. Oh, and he gets it back, so you can file that one under. Could have been worse.
Ooh, definitely dodged a bullet there. Listen, the quarterbacks don't run with the football all the time in practice, and they're not used to all that contact sometimes. Have a tendency to cough it up a little bit. A bad play because he coughed it up? Could have been worse, though. Good thing he landed on it.
North Texas will have to punt it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Back to pass. It's Washington. Makes the catch. It's Gaines. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. And let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick. But
there he goes. He's brought down the line of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the Terrapins are rolling down the field. He'll keep it himself. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. You just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, no fancy nickname for the Michigan-Notre Dame rivalry. I'm not sure it needs one, given how great it's been over the years. Here's how today's game finished up. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Wolverines team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. North Texas in the hurry-up. The play-action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attack.
North Texas will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He'll do it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Looks as if he's going to run it. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate.
Touchdown, Terrapins! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
How about the day for this young fella? That's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback led his target too much on that outbreaking route. I think in the future, just trying to put it on his front shoulder makes it a lot easier to make the catch.
Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They'll run it from the gun. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
He had no chance. A host of defenders back there for a loss of 4. North Texas in the hurry up. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. North Texas will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking for a man. It's Washington. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Might as well give it to him again. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Maryland! And the route is on.
Another nice drive put together. And this offense through 2 weeks, man, they look legit. This team's about to be 2-0. All of their dreams in front of them. This team looks like a national championship contender.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. Hand off from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Turner. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. North Texas really has it going on offense. Using his legs, it's Turner. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they take it in for 6 more points. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. If you like old-fashioned, grind it up, turning it on. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Trying to find the end zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. Touchdown, Terrapins! And the stomping has commenced.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Frederick. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Off the play fake. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And that last completion left them short of the sticks. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it inside the 15. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. North Texas started this drive in the shadow of its own end zone, but now they've moved out, got a little something cooking.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
They go to the wide receiver screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's caught! Touchdown, North Texas!
And this offense gets another passing touchdown. I tell you what, week 1, this connection worked. Week 2, this connection working again. I tell you what, if I'm a defense, I'm going to start focusing in on that guy because they want to find him and make big plays.
Maryland, 52, North Texas.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance.
There he goes. Gets it past the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. On the run, it's Howard. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off.